Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of that Respect to Combat podcast, episode 220. Now, I'm going to be starting off this episode on, well, in my mind, kind of good news, and I know a couple of my partners, Monkey, is happy about this news that came out this week. It has been revealed that there has been a betting ring, mind you, going on in all of the NBA and God knows what other sports. I mean, we've already known that in college football, they've been cheating over in Michigan for God knows how long. And then in the NFL, God knows what else is going on. I mean, Tua turn a ball over, can't even fucking figure out where the goddamn practice ring is. And then, I mean, all I got to say here is to anyone that always says, oh, wrestling's fake, wrestling that, get bent. Apparently, all sports are fucking fake. All of them are goddamn fake. Nothing is real. The earth is flat. Who the fuck else knows what the hell's going on here? Hi, Don Hayes. How's it going?
Between that and Wrestle Dream, what
That's
the
our
hell
intro
is this
today.
week? Between that and Wrestle Dream, what the hell is this week?
I don't know. And then I'm being forced to fucking play this goddamn bullshit to fucking bring in our next guy.
We have a Don here.
Yeah, apparently we have a Don in the podcast now. Just what the... Hi, Monkey.
I have an offer that you cannot refuse.
What?
This week's RTC will be the best episode ever. And that's a bet that you could take to the bank. Hey, we're back! We're back! The Mafia's back! Yes! We're robbing jewels, we're fixing poker, and we're fixing sports betting! Call up Joe Pesci! Bring in the casino! Yes! Let me count my money. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh.
I got nothing.
This episode has already gone off the rails because of the NBA,
We are
not
2
even
minutes
anything
in,
with
and this episode
AEW.
has already gone completely off the rails. Like,
AEW
what?
or WWE.
Ay. Okay. Well, to go back on topic, hopefully.
Hey, do me a favor and make sure this gets to the right area, okay? Okay? Capiche? Hey, don't take any
Oh
off the
my
top,
gosh.
okay? Don't take any off the top. I know whatever's in there. Alright, hey!
Did you just hand off your prop money?
Listen,
Oh my
this is-
gosh.
This is a real...
Continue, Eric.
This is
Please.
a real operation, okay? Don't you just relax, okay? You saw nothing.
Okay, before we actually get canned, Eric, go ahead.
Okay, now, this week we do have a special guest once again hopping on Respect to Combat with some brand new theme music, actually, mind you. As seen on House of Champions Wrestling, The Establishment Wrestling, and Toma Pro Wrestling, and also one hell of a graphic designer, Mr. Wilson Dyer. How are you doing today, sir?
With the music like this, I mean, I'm great. I'm doing amazing this morning.
I'm not even gonna lie, that actually is a pretty fire promo, or not promo, theme song. Genuinely.
No, I do cut fire promos though. Thank you for recognizing.
But how you doing today? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. A busy day for me today, but you know.
Oh hell, I mean, we all always got busy schedules, but
Exactly.
yeah, but
Exactly.
with all of that being said, you all ready to hop into these mainstream highlights?
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
do it before this goes any crazier.
Oh, well, also, before we hop into these mainstream highlights, this episode is brought to you by...
Everybody love everybody! Come on!
Everybody love everybody. Because apparently everybody forgot what that meaning of the words are. So everybody love everybody!
And also a special shout out to our sponsor, DraftKings. Thank you.
Oh,
we are
shut
not
up.
sponsored by DraftKings. No, take that. No, we are not actually sponsored by
Oh
DraftKings.
my gosh.
Jesus fucking
Please
Christ.
tell me that's on the lower third right now.
No, it's not. Thank God. Well,
Don't give me any ideas.
We send a rest in peace to Sir Mo from Men on a Mission, who did unfortunately pass away this week. We do send our condolences out to his family. As well, Ridge Holland revealed that on top of the recent foot surgery at TNA tapings, he is now due for neck surgery.
That's a fucking ball kick.
Okay, thank God I'm not the one who said it.
Poetic.
I mean, am I the only one thinking that's a little ironic?
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
This water is great, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got some.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Damn.
Now, Nikki Bella is back on Raw, but we've already seen this angle play out on Ronda Rousey. For my own insanity. Wait, what? What do you mean for my... Don Hayes, goddammit, this is something you wrote again. No, do not put a motherfucking world title on Nikki Bella. For the love of God, do not put a world title on her. Do not. For my sanity? No. That would be... I'm going to kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you, Don Hayes.
Can we talk about what's really important in that whole thing right there? What's up with the fucking camera guy getting, like, fucking scared, dude? Like, we had a whole blackout for 2 minutes on what was not a nip slip. Like, what was that?
I don't know. Also, that was Netflix as well.
Yeah, that was Netflix that does the blackouts, not the camera guy.
Because I thought, oh shit, a tit popped out or something. But then I looked back and it was like, no, it was because it was like, it might have. And I'm like, bro, what? A 2 minute blackout for that? Like, what? I'm being, by the way, hella exaggerated. It was like 60 seconds or some shit.
But
to like way long.
But to get back to Eric's point of view, this, like, the promo they cut, her and Stephanie, while Stephanie was on one knee after that mistimed springboard crossbody, was similar to the setup of how the Evolution one main event happened between her and Ronda before the Bellas just went aggro. And let's be honest, because Asuka's in the story with Kairi, Io, and Rhea right now, Stephanie doesn't have a challenger. And stuck in this random feud with Roxanne and Raquel.
I mean, I don't hate the feud though.
I don't hate the pairing of Roxanne and Stephanie. I feel like that's a good pairing comparable to
sense.
Like it makes sense. Like it's not
right.
Like it's like, oh, like I don't hate it.
The thing that doesn't make sense is why is Nikki Bella involved? I don't know.
Like I said, this reminds me of the Evolution setup when the Bellas first turned heel going into the Ronda match back at the first Evolution. Why? Nikki's just waiting for the right opportunity to pounce on Stephanie, the new girl, the same way she did on Ronda. When Stephanie has nobody, considering Rhea has made her choice and stuck with Io, and they're off beefing with the Kabuki Warriors right now. Nobody else, and this is my issue throughout all of AEW and WWE right now. The divisions are so top heavy to where after you get out of the immediate contenders, there is a drop for the women's championships. And it is significant.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I think we're gonna find out. Super hot take. Things that we don't want to know about Nikki Bella, like she wasn't really that interesting, especially without her sister. We're shoehorning her into fucking storylines for no fucking reason to keep her relevant. Like, this is gonna be shit that we're gonna be saying in 3 months. Because I think honestly, they're trying to call an audible that they're having a problem running the play on. Like, basically, Bella came in for Liv, and then Liv got hurt, and now Bella's fucking just floating in the fucking air with no real with no real purpose. Stephanie,
with the amount of injuries they have right now, it's just like, what do Stephanie and what do Tiffany do? That still hasn't been determined because there is a drop.
And then that's another one. Yeah, what does Tiffy do? Because Nikki Bella could be a nice stepping stone for Tiffy, but Nikki's on the wrong fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Because what does Tiffy do? You're right. She's basically ran through SmackDown. Unless you put her on Raw and then fucking put her in a promo with Rio, which is something we all would love to see. But
I think whenever they pull the trigger on the draft, Rhea goes to SmackDown, is what I think.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, who like we said with like on the last episode I was on, like I didn't think they were gonna pull the trigger on Ricky beating Oba.
yeah,
Like that didn't make sense to me. So it's like who story wise makes sense for Tiffy to even lose the title to in any
Rhea.
sense. Like I feel like Rhea, yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time it feels forced because it's like Rhea doesn't need a title though.
she doesn't. But I don't think Rhea has ever held WWE Women's, has she? I think she's only held World.
Yeah, she's only held World because she's always been on Raw. Hell, she was the one that introduced the Women's World title, and then Bianca was the one that introduced the WWE Women. It was Asuka who introduced WWE Women's, and then you had the EO cash in on Bianca right after.
I think that in terms of making sense, it does make sense for Rhea to get that belt. It's something that's not in her accolades yet. Other than
But
that,
then,
I don't know how you get there.
yeah, it's like a weird thing because you still have the Kabuki Warriors story that's playing out right now. So, do you just scrap that, do the draft, and then put it on SmackDown, or do you wait till after that feud is done, preferably around Rumble to post Mania at this point, to put her on SmackDown to save that division? Because there is a drop even in contenders in all four divisions.
Yes. Now, to actually move on to the next topic, only because I see that we're going off topic a little bit, because you mentioned the Vision. Speaking about the Vision, Seth Rollins has been officially stripped of the World Heavyweight Championship this week on Raw. And the plan now for this is it will now be Jey Uso versus CM Punk at Saturday night's main event in Salt Lake City on November 1st. Winner of that match becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, this can play out one of two ways. They can either put the title back on CM Punk and let that play out until Seth Rollins gets back and then, let them do their shtick. But now he kind of has his own shtick with the Vision. Or they could have it go on to Jey Uso. And if it goes on to Jey Uso, they can then have him turn full-blown heel.
I think it's going the latter because of already how Jey Uso's acting.
Yeah.
However, him losing that match could turn him heel too.
That's the other thing, is that if he was to lose the match, that could also be what finally turns him heel.
It all depends on Jimmy Uso's involvement.
Right.
And
Go ahead.
And with the way that Battle Royal ended before the Dom elimination, I think Jimmy Uso is going to be the decider.
I think you're right. And I think what's ultimately in backstage the decider is, how far Naomi's along, how long can they get Jimmy? Because I truly believe Jimmy's taking time off for that kid. So if that's the case, then yeah, the heel turn's coming, and it's going to come on Jimmy, and that's how we're going to write Jimmy out of TV for the kid. I have that in the back of my brain. That's why I feel like they're already starting to work Jey Uso how it is. And then on top of that, you got Roman to make relevant again, and that's how you get him back in stories through Jey.
Right.
So there's that, and then but again, it's really hard, and that's why I like the pairing of the match. It's really hard to call this because either way, this is going to be how Jey goes. Lose or win, they can write a heel arc from it. It's do they want to finally give CM Punk what he came for? Because that's what I think is really the deciding factor.
Right.
I mean, this is just like from an outside, like just from a perspective of like, obviously Jay and Jimmy had their match at WrestleMania that a lot of people were very disappointed in. So I almost see this as like WWE's way of like redoing that match and allowing them both to like, because I think the thing is that like obviously Naomi's probably not as far along enough for Jimmy to like get written off TV right now. So I think the thing is that you give Jay the title, let him have his world title match with his brother for the like, have that be this like the big match like between the two brothers. Have Jay like, in order to like really like cement him as like, okay, we're gonna go and run him as heel now. You have him like injure his brother, write his brother off TV when they finally decide to pull the trigger on that, and then you have CM Punk be the one to dethrone Jay.
You know how you do it? You build that match and you promote that match as brother versus brother, and you have those guys going into it like it's an honorable fight, and then Roman Reigns interferes for Jay.
Okay. My only thing is Naomi's due around WrestleMania. So that's the only thing to where I'm like, when do you write off Jimmy?
Sounds
on the road to WrestleMania.
Perfect. Now I really believe what Wilson's saying.
Yeah, because I think what they're
Perfect.
gonna do, but I think exactly that. I think Jimmy versus Jay is gonna lead into Roman versus Jay at Mania, with Roman being face this time and Jay being heel. So it's literally going to be, that's how I think they're gonna wrap up this story of like Bloodline, where they're finally gonna like all be on their own after this, or like the Usos will finally come back together. It's going to be Roman versus Jay at Mania, and Roman playing the role that Jay played during Roman versus Jay, their first match, if that makes sense.
Which, by the way, was one of the only Roman Reigns feuds I was like super invested in because of the family arc involved.
And yet this was the first Roman feud. And now the last Roman feud we're all saying is Roman Jay to pay off.
Yeah.
What, 6 years of storytelling at this point?
And I think Jay goes over. I think Roman puts Jay over.
Yeah. Because then I think the thing is that you have Roman. Like Roman, I feel like has done everything I think he can with this story. Like, there's no reason him going over like does anything to like.
And it's the perfect end.
It is.
It's the perfect end to that story because he finally gets usurped by his student.
Yep.
Right. Well, with that being said, Eric, you mind continuing? You're muted, bruh.
Yeah, you're fucking back that up and
shit.
Try again.
My bad. Sorry, I forgot I muted my mic because my dog randomly started barking. Ilya Dragunov has returned officially from knee surgery and defeated Sami Zayn for the United States Championship.
I was so excited.
I've got a hot take on this.
Go ahead, monkey.
All right. You say Dragunov won the title.
All props to Ilya Dragunov. I love this man. Look, even Bunny's going to be up here for this one. All props to Ilya Dragunov. And all props to Sami Zayn. That was a great match. Can I just please point out the fact that we had a United States title match with a Russian and a Syrian? Can I just point that? And then a Russian is holding our United States title. Can I just please point that out?
A Russian that's a baby face.
We need a Grande Americano, like, immediately, is what I'm trying to say.
God damn it, I knew that's where he was going.
Wrong brand.
We need to make the U.S. Championship great again.
You're talking about the only brand El Grande. Here we go. That's not even the right theme anymore.
Dude, fuck that other theme. This is the theme, okay? This is forever. I don't care what they change that shit into. All right, we're going with the racist theme here.
Now, also per Russell Mikes, the average ticket price for Raw and SmackDown has doubled since the TKO acquisition in 2023. So, could you elaborate a bit more on this, Donaze? Like,
Yeah, so WrestleTix did put out there that the average ticket price has doubled for Raw and SmackDown specifically in the last 2 years, which is insane when you think about it. People are saying, "Oh, it used
What's
to
average
be."
tickets?
I mean, like, for example, if you want to go see John Cena's last match for nosebleeds, it's $200.
Yeah, forget.
It's
Because
three. It's like 250 before fees.
That's an accolade, and that's a Saturday night main event. I want to know how much it is to sit in the 300s during a Raw. Do we know that? Because if it's like $50-$60, I feel like that's fair now. And that was what I paid a couple of years or last year, not even a couple years ago. I was like, I just want to know before we get deep into this because I don't want to say some stupid shit and then I'd be wrong. Hold on, what's the average price for WWE Raw tickets in 300 section? It's pretty easy. 85 to 100. Okay, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's very expensive.
85 to 100 is fucking crazy.
It's extremely expensive, and it's ridiculous prices to ask for. I mean, honestly, like, that's the one thing I can say about the NWA, that we never try to price gouge our fans. Like, we never are trying to make an extra buck off of them for any reason whatsoever. I mean, obviously, we're expecting them to buy tickets, but like, if you look at, like, prime example, Samhain last week, floor seats were like $50-$60, but like the rafter area, like general admission area, $23 to $28 a ticket.
Yeah.
Don, do you have a recent gate stats for like Raw?
I'm gonna have to look through WrestleTix on that. I wish I would have earlier this week, but yeah, it's got.
Because I feel like it's like they made an accident on the last Raw. They made an accidental error in the cameras, and they showed a little more of the crowd than they should have. And bro, it looked like an empty ass Raw.
Here, let's see. I can look right now.
Well, we haven't. I think the last time I remember them like being like, "Hey, this is sold out Raw," was on the road to WrestleMania 40, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Yeah.
just the most recent one right now that's going to Madison Square Garden, the cheapest ticket available is $193.
MSG though.
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay. Hang on.
Like, look it up in Ohio, Eric.
Or here,
The next one in Ohio.
Boston, Mass. Cheapest ticket available, $109.
Yeah, that's
yeah. I did that for Indianapolis, and yeah.
Here, Sacramento.
Just now.
How are tickets cheaper in Sacramento than they are in fucking Boston? The cheapest ticket available in Sacramento is $55. Make that make sense.
See, now that makes more sense because that's about what I paid for Raw down here when they came down here last time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 60, 70 out in Indianapolis.
Like 55, 60, I feel like that's fair. That's okay. 100, if you're once you get into a triple digit number or even in the 90s, I feel like you're for the 300s to barely see the fucking ring. Nah, that's fucking pushing.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, we did also get some updates this week as Swerve Strickland could be back in action as soon as December. He's been out since, what was it, Forbidden Door?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's been out since Forbidden Door with a meniscus injury that he has had surgery on. They're expecting him to be back by December, hoping that there aren't any hiccups. And former AEW wrestler Marco Stunt is now a car salesman in Mississippi.
Oh, not time to Copcast? Okay, yeah, no hurt.
Wait, that wasn't supposed to be a clapping moment?
That was supposed to be a clapping moment? I thought that.
Oh, hold on. So, I'm sorry I was muted. Good job. Staying employed. Staying employed. That's what it's all about, guys.
Yeah.
Cash and checks.
I was gonna
Cash
say.
and checks.
I was gonna say, don't be like one of these people that expects to be living off the American taxpayer. Be a hard worker.
Right.
I don't know.
After a 12-year career.
Wilson Dyer may be a dickhead, but he does his taxes.
It's like, look, I might be a dick, but at least I do my taxes.
I fuck with a lot of people. IRS ain't one of them.
Now,
all I can think of is that one Joker clip where it's like the Joker's literally in his like fucking Joker lair, and he's like the henchman's like, "Why are we robbing the bank to pay the IRS?" And all of a sudden the Joker's like, "Listen, I don't fuck with the IRS."
Yeah.
You've got to be
That's
kidding
the last
me.
people you fuck with, dude.
oh yeah. Now, we did also have some breaking news this week as Warner Media has officially announced that they are up for sale. Now, what does this mean for the future of AEW, considering they are one of the IPs under the umbrella?
Wait, who's up for sale? Time Warner?
Warner Media.
Oh, Time Warner. What the fuck? I live in the 90s. Warner Media. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
WCW revisited.
Let's buy Warner Media.
Does that include like WB, all their fucking?
Yes.
IPs?
Yes, it includes all their
Yeah.
channels.
Oh,
It
that's
includes all their stuff.
Who they
Yeah.
get?
I have an idea. Let's buy Warner Media and then cancel their contract with AEW.
No, I have a. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me.
There's a reason why there has not been an NRS game since, like, Mortal Kombat 1 had that random deluxe edition.
I think I know who's buying Warner Media.
I heard Netflix was on the chopping block to buy Warner.
Yeah, I heard Netflix as well.
I heard Netflix. I don't think Disney's been in the running, so.
Oh, dude. Honestly.
I mean, Disney's always in the running because it's fucking Disney, but.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently there's several companies interested right now.
Paramount,
Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Comcast, they've all made offers to them and they've all
Oh, damn, you went straight to the main one.
God damn it! No! Mouse! No, we don't want the mouse to be diddling kids.
I think that's who got Warner. I think that's who will get Netflix. This fucker right here is Satan himself, dude. I'm telling you. This fucker right here that we just thought
Disney
was an
ruins
unsuspecting
everything.
mouse.
Bruh, AEW is screwed if that happens. Like, you think they had to desensitize just because they were in Missouri? Imagine what will happen if that mouse gets her hands on that product.
They've always wanted the Looney Tunes. They've always.
He'll be walking around the fucking back. He'll be walking around the fucking back in the goddamn women's locker room like, oh!
They are going to end a 60-year war in the same way Vince McMahon ended the WCW war.
Oh, God.
They're going to buy the Looney Tunes.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to see the next Looney Tunes special? Like, we're bringing them all back for one movie, and it's going to be like Mickey Mouse, like the Vince McMahon promo. Why am I here?
Okay, let's move on before Monkey goes full Mickey Mouse on us. Or should I say Scrooge McDuck? Move on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get straight. Stop it, monkey!
It's too late.
Now all of a sudden, I just have fucking Mickey Mouse walking in my head, just walking around the backstage of
Walking
AEW,
in your
like,
room? I see him. I see the mouse.
What? No, I don't want you to make me go.
He's always watching.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say, now I just imagine him in the fucking locker room, walking through, just being like, "Hey guys, you want me to make you go oh?"
No, stop.
People
Stop, stop,
have
stop, stop,
probably
stop.
people on the cast have probably not played the new Borderlands, but for those who have, Mickey Mouse is the timekeeper.
Oh, stop. Okay, move on, move on, move on, move on.
All right, next
We
topic.
are moving on. Now, the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament has been announced. The winners of Queen Aminata, Jamie Hayter versus Sky and Julia Hart will face the winners of Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron versus Athena and Mercedes Moné. Now,
Can we stop, please?
can we just stop? Because I feel like we already know who's going to win.
Out of that half of the bracket,
We already know who's going to win. Like we don't even need to ask them, ooh, who's going to be going into the finals? It doesn't matter who's going into the finals because you know who's going to win? Probably Mercedes and Athena because they need to just throw all the fucking titles on her.
trust me, we are talking about that. And I'm just like,
Hold on. I need to show you guys what I mean because I've been bitching about it for weeks and finally it's happened. Finally, they've run out. They've literally run out of space, bro. There's nowhere left to put a belt, dude. Like we're now at this point, like trying to find anklet belts. Like,
bruh, we're going to talk about it when we get to Russ.
She looks like a fucking
like
cyborg.
this is ridiculous. They literally need to hire extras now just to carry her belts.
Like this is. I'm sorry.
Bruh, what's even worse is now all of Ring of Honor's women's division is tied up to her. Because Athena doesn't have a clear direction going into Final Battle in a month and a half. But she's in the women's tag team title tournament with
Now we're gonna have to
Mercedes.
keep listening to that fucking song.
And then, right, if Tony would have only waited, and I know I'm going to jump a little bit ahead when we get to the Wrestle Dream review. If Tony would have waited a freaking week, you would have got Red Velvet back, booked the match between freaking Mina and Red, undisputed AEW Women, ROH Women's TV title. I'm so confused. Pissed off, I don't know. All you had to do was wait a week, and you could have booked that match for Final Battle or whatever show was coming up for Ring of Honor. Mina versus Red. Now, we all know where that goes. Mercedes versus Red Velvet. And Red Velvet is freaking cleared. Are you dumb?
Tony fucking Khan.
Hey.
So, we know who you've got winning that half of the bracket. Who do you have facing them in the final? Oh, wait. Tony and Mina are in the freaking tournament.
It doesn't matter who's going to fucking face them in the goddamn final because they're going to end up getting buried to Mercedes.
You know it, I know it, we know it. Come on.
We all know it.
She's going into the world's...
She's going to end up having a fucking suit made out of belts.
Here's the thing. She is going into the World's End title match at minimum.
Full gear?
Full gear, excuse me. The full gear title match.
Full gear.
Minimum 13 belts of Monet if they don't do the undisputed Ring of Honor Women's TV title. It's 13 just with that if they do it. And then going out of it, you might have 15 random ass belts. And I do agree with a couple takes I heard about this. At least when Ultimo Dragon dropped him, all 8 of those, he only lost one match. She's going to have to go on a massive losing streak or just get injured randomly and not put people over.
Yeah.
Did anybody think of that before starting this belt collector run? Because Kenny, at least he only lost 3 matches. The undisputed TNA to get rid of 2 of them, and then the 2 AEW title matches.
Yeah.
She is about to go on a massive losing streak or get hurt.
Yeah, or she just like starts relinquishing them. Like all of a sudden, like Like
That's the
I like
losing
the
streak.
way like the losing streak thing. It's like I could see them doing that if obviously like say Mercedes goes back to the E and they like that finally happens. Like they go they're like, all right, we're gonna put on a fucking losing streak. Go have fun, right? But I think there's also the angle you could run of like having Mercedes like there being one story like for that AEW Women's World Championship that like that's the only title she really cares about. So like all of a sudden all the other titles she's just like, you know what, have them. This is the one I care about, and I'm gonna make sure I defend it. And then that's like it prevents her from losing 12 different times. But still, like obviously gets the belts freed up so that they can actually do something with them.
But here's the thing with that: when Samoa Joe vacated one of the Ring of Honor TV title to focus on the TNT title a few years ago, it kind of cheapened everything he did, becoming the longest reigning ROH television champion. That's going to cheapen the value of a lot of companies' women's championships and Rev Pros and two either national/world championships between CMLL and Rev Pro and piss off two of their partners. That, honestly, and we'll get to it when we talk about Wrestle Dream, and might as well just reorganize the entire outline, Eric, to make that next, to make this slow. But it cheapens, like, who cares about the value? Oh, yeah, Mercedes was the first champion. Who'd she put over? Nobody. She just let it go. So, do I care for this?
He has a point. Now, speaking on which, we did also have Wrestle Dream last week, which was a 12-match card. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it, Tony. Why the fuck do you always put so goddamn matches?
I think it did until like 1 a.m. that night, too.
Exactly. It's like, dude, why? Why so many matches? Like, you don't need to have a fucking 5-hour show. Like, that's just ridiculous.
12 matches.
And then plus on top of that, get this. And the funny thing is that there were actually people online defending this, and all the people that were defending this online, y'all are fucking retarded, and you obviously don't know how the production of a wrestling show is actually supposed to go. So let me explain it to you. Whenever you have a big pop opening, with lots of fireworks and lots of production and all the other shit, you usually don't want to have the last pre-show match still going on. It is not a good look to have all of that pyro and all of that shit going off while there is still a match going on from the pre-show. That just looks dumb. It looks stupid. It looks unprofessional.
Yeah, it's like having your ring announcer come out and start like introducing all of your show and getting the crowd hype. But yeah, there's still like a match going on in the middle of the ring.
It makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. And then on top of that, Chris Statlander, she retained the title, but it was basically like, I kind of felt like the title match and even Monet's win, plus her 11th belt that she won, the fucking interim title, I feel like that kind of just completely overshadowed Toni Storm. Where Toni Storm, in my opinion, is probably the most popular female on that roster.
They literally shoved Tony into the tag division for a makeshift tag team win.
I mean, it's not a makeshift with Mina because her and Mina have had a long-standing relationship.
But when's the last time they've had a standard 2-on-2 though that hasn't involved the title?
Well, yeah, I get that, but at the same time, it's not like they just randomly threw them together though.
It's not like a random pairing. Like like a case in point, like a random pairing in that, like, hold up.
Willow and Harley.
Yeah, Willow and Harley, even like, well, I guess even Willow and Harley doesn't feel like thrown together because Willow was the one who beat Mercedes back when she was in New Japan for the like New Japan title, and then Harley's obviously now going after Mercedes as well, right? If I'm not mistaken, or am I thinking someone
No,
else?
Mercedes is friends with Chris. I mean, Harley's friends with Chris, who's feuding with Mercedes.
Yeah.
That's
So
why
then,
that's the first round match right there. Is
yeah.
Willow and Harley versus Athena and Mercedes. Granted, we all know how that goes, unless Statlander gets involved, which they're probably going to do just to set up the full gear match or continue that story.
Yeah.
So, even though I think Eric can see out of rage, oh, Mercedes is a lock to get those titles. No, I think Athena takes the fall just to either set up her going after the final battle match, or it's more of a storyline beat for Fat Monet 3.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I know, Eric. I know.
It's just so boring.
If she's the one to beat Athena, I'm done.
Whatever. We're moving on before I get any more triggered. Now, this week we do have NXT Halloween Havoc happening tomorrow night. And yes, Monkey, we are streaming that.
Okay.
Now, just to run you down the card, I got it right here. We got six
Wait,
matches happening
on
this.
Tuesday?
What? No, it's happening tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
on the cock.
Yeah, it's a Peacock special, not a Tuesday night special.
Now, we will have a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship where JC Jane will defend against Tatum Paxley. Unfortunately, I don't see Tatum taking the win. I think this is just going to be JC and still. Sorry, Tatum.
Yeah, I feel like Izzy's going to screw her over, or somehow they get the culling involved. Between the culling and the new fatal, I think JC retains withheld again.
Oh yeah, 100%. Now,
It's gonna be like how JC Jane always helped Mandy keep her title.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, someone's gonna cut a promo line where they're gonna be like, "You ain't JC Jane. You're the new Mandy Rose."
Someone's going.
No, they can't even say that because Mandy's not even with the company.
And she also did start an OnlyFans.
True.
Moving on.
Then a match that I'm personally excited to see in a Broken Rules match, we will see the Broken Hardys. Yes, broken, not woken, because fuck woke culture.
Thank you, Vince, for copyright.
We will see Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy take on Dark State, which will be Dion Lennox, Cutler James, Saquon Sugars, and or Osiris Griffin. Let's just hope it's not Cutler James because he might do some gay shit.
Bruh, is it going to be at the compound or is it going to be in the NXT arena?
I hope it's at the compound. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
Because I know where even is Halloween Havoc being held?
Because if it's at the compound, it's going to be House Hardy versus all four. But if it's at the NXT arena...
They're at the Findlay Toyota Center.
What city?
I don't fucking know. Prescott Valley, Arizona.
It all depends on if they want to do a pre-tape in that arena.
I mean, I personally think it'll end up... I personally think they probably did something at the compound just because that's usually how the Broken Rules match goes.
Yeah. So it is going to be all four then versus the entire 4 kids.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be... We're definitely going to have to wait and see what happens there. But...
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the match of the show.
Yeah, I could also see them doing like it sounds like crazy, but if like they're gonna do it at the compound, the broken characters show up, and at first it starts out as a tag team match, but then Dark State, the other two come in, and then like two other people come out to either help the broken versions or like some type of like compound shit happens.
Right.
Yeah,
To go down the rest
it's compound crap because they went to the lake of reincarnation to become broken again. Go ahead,
Right.
Eric.
Now, to go down the rest of the card, we will see Ethan Page defending the NXT North American Championship against El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. in a Day of the Dead match. And then Zarya will be stepping in for an injured Sol Ruca to defend the NXT Women's North American Championship against Blake Monroe. Then in a tag team match, we will see Javon Evans and Leon Slater take on Mr. Iguana and La Parca. And then
I'm going to say quote unquote injured because, yes, I know she was on crutches, but they kept the title on her in the most weird way possible, and everybody's playing that chop block spot back from last Friday. No official word yet, so I hope they don't screw over Zarya since they're hotly planning on screwing over Tatum, but I could see that being an out.
Yeah. And then in the main event of the entire show, we will see Ricky Saints defend the NXT Championship against Trick Williams. And all I have to say is I swear to fucking God, if you take the NXT title off of Ricky Saints this fucking quick, I'm going to take my ass over to the Performance Center and I'm going to kick you all in the dick.
Trick 3 times.
No.
I don't see them
Trick
doing
is not
it.
going over. I will kick everyone in the dick.
I think Trick's going up main roster here soon. So I think this will probably be like a one more match for the title to like establish that Ricky's the guy they're going with for the next cup, like for the like as the guy. But I don't see Trick winning.
He better not. If he does, I blame Donnaise.
I don't know. Why do I get blamed for this one?
Because I blame you for most shit.
Oh my gosh.
Monkey, what do you think?
Monkey don't care for NXT.
To be
because he's a bitch.
To be honest with you, I can go either way on it.
I forgot he doesn't pay attention to NXT because he's a bitch.
I pay attention to NXT, honest to God truth through you guys and highlights. So I can go either way on this. I like both of them. So
yeah,
well,
I think.
I mean, the other thing is that Monkey's not into good TV programming. I mean, look, he's a Dolphins fan.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Which, by the way, guys, since we're on that subject, since we alluded to that, don't use the sports betting scandal to excuse the Dolphins. No, we just suck.
Oh my gosh.
No, we just suck.
You can't fake that. There's no way of faking
Okay, move on before we can go down that rabbit hole.
I will say real quick, just from like a standpoint, the Zarya North American, like the way they're doing that, I see it going either two ways. Either Zarya loses the North American title to Blake and Sol turns heel because Zarya lost her title.
I would love to see the Sol go heel.
Or Zarya retains the title for Sol. Sol comes out to like congratulate Zarya, and Zarya turns heel and pairs up with Blake Monroe. Either way, I don't see Sol and Zarya. Like I love Zaruka, but I don't.
Yeah, it was just the way they did.
Yeah, nice how you did that, but
yeah, like the way they did Tuesday telegraphed one of those two are turning on the other. We just don't know who.
Yes.
I think it's best. I think it's best that Sol goes heel because then you can move her to main roster, and I think Sol's ready for main roster. She's good.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
No, I think so.
But what I don't want to happen is another Wesley situation. You turn them as a high flyer, they don't really change their style that much, and they're just lost in the shuffle.
That's why I don't think they're gonna change. I think it's gonna be Zarya turns on Soul. I don't think it's Soul turns on, because until Soul changes her offense to literally start to, like, in the fans' minds, look like a heel, she's gonna naturally be cheered.
I agree with that.
Right, especially with that Soul Snatcher alone.
You gotta
That
give
is
her
a
dual
babyface finisher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now this
Yeah.
week, tonight actually, we do also have the CMLL Female Grand Prix happening. Now, to go over all the entrants that are
I love
involved.
NASCAR.
This is Luchador Wrestling, you stupid son of a bitch! We are not talking about NASCAR. We are not talking about making left turns. We are talking about, you know what? I'm not even going to give into it. This
Turn the ball
year's
over?
competitors.
Miami Dolphins suck? Oh,
They do.
keep going.
They do suck.
You
We
already
know
did give into it.
Reina Isis, Persephone, La Jarochita, India Sioux, Luvia, Scotty, Olympia, Zeusis, Kanji, La Catalina, Diamante from Ring of Honor. We got Shoko Nakajima from MLW, who is also the MLW featherweight champion currently. We got Hazuki, as well as Koguma from Stardom. We got Thekla, Sky Blue, Mina Shirakawa, and Julia Hart representing AEW. We got people from all over.
You did
Well,
surprisingly well
also-
with that list. I'm proud of you.
Oh, yay!
And also with that, Stardom and CMLL have officially announced the partnership. So
Oh, nice.
it doesn't surprise me that you have Stardom, CMLL, and AEW all doing
Very
this
nice.
tournament.
Now,
Yeah.
it honestly should be fun to watch, and it's only $10 on Triller, so it's actually quite cheap.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, Wilson, you know that we already are here to ask you some stuff. Now, it has officially been announced that you are medically cleared and you will be heading back to in-ring action November 1st in a tag team match. Are you excited?
No, not a tag team. I get to be in a fatal 4-way.
Oh, that's a fatal 4-way match. Okay.
It's a fatal 4-way match.
Used to fuck three
but
people up today.
To answer the question, it feels amazing. You know, I think it's one of those things. I get to shout out to Mikey Spandex for, you know, being so open to me like wrestling on his show. He's obviously the one who booked this whole show. So shout out to him. He allowed me to, you know, come back, and I got some really cool ideas. Let's just say Dyer's got some face paint coming for Halloween 2, Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Now, seeing that you are officially medically cleared to compete, how much longer would you say Rosé's got until you can claim that SPW Phoenix Championship?
You know what I'll say? I actually will be at SPW tomorrow.
Oh,
Rosé is defending the title against someone who I you know, the way I look at it, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. So all I'll say is tune in tomorrow on my socials, on Sunshine Pro Wrestling's socials, because maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Maybe I don't need to take the title off of Rosé the way I need to do it. Maybe there's a more viral way of doing it. That's what I'll say.
okay.
That's on brand.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen.
I am intrigued. Well, I guess we're sharing something over the weekend.
I guess so. Now, seeing
Place your
that,
bets.
now knowing that, no betting here.
We're not doing that.
Now,
The only bet is that some viral moment is going to happen when I step in the ring again.
Yes.
oh, we already know that's going to happen.
Exactly.
Now, besides wrestling, you also run your own full-time graphic design business on the side. How have things been holding up there?
Busy. It's one of those things where it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like I love it so much because obviously I've been doing a lot of the graphic design work over for the establishment.
Mhm.
And obviously we're gearing up for our next two shows. The establishment presents Fallout, and then also the establishment presents Next Order of Business, our second anniversary show. And both those shows, I just did their graphic like announcement shows. So
Nice.
and that like it's always exciting. I've gotten to work with like so many different people. Zacharass was one who I got to work on his logos for his new shirt design. I got to work on some logo designs for my new shirts. I've just had like a bunch of projects and like I've been busy. But I love it. I love being busy.
Right. No, and I mean, honestly, that's really just the dream about it is being able to do all of that on your own. And, like it can get a little overwhelming at times. I know from personal experience, but at the end of the day, it's like, well, this is what I signed up for. So,
I think I've been putting it lately, and like for a lot of people, I think I've been very public about like my faith and everything, and it's like the way I put it to like myself is it's like I prayed for this struggle, like I prayed for this dream of like my life to be this way. So it's like, yeah, I may get overwhelmed at times, I may struggle at times, but it's like it's a blessing to be struggling with this.
exactly.
Like there's people who are like praying to be in my position and they're like not in my position. And it's like, yeah, I'm tired from days I spend at the gym and I have to continue a graphic design like, but it's a blessing to be in that position because I could be not struggling, not have the ability to like wrestle and have not the ability to be graphic, like do graphic design, do visual, like I could not have the ability to do that. And so for me to have the ability to do that, but struggle with it, like that's what I can ask for in life. So
Right. No, I mean, honestly, it's all we could ask for in life. Now, going into 2026, what would you say some of your ultimate goals are?
um finally get into sports betting. No, imagine.
I was about to be like, no,
I got a
uh,
connection for you. Okay, when you're ready.
monkey, no.
When you're ready. When you're ready.
Stop, please stop
I
We'll
think
talk.
there's
right
We'll
now.
talk off stream. We'll talk off stream.
exactly. We'll talk more. I think
No,
for
you two.
me, for me, like the biggest goals and like lineup that I have is obviously a lot more out of state shows. Tennessee, Texas, New York, South Carolina, North Carolina. Um, just finally getting the name out there outside of Florida. Um, and then probably to face some of my dream opponents, finally get in the ring with some of the people who have been on my list for a minute. Guys like Mikey Spandex, guys like Destin, Kid Kuda, Reese Maddox, Big Boy Patty. Get in the ring with like Noah Vale. They're amazing. I love their style is just amazing. So, just get in the ring with some of my dream opponents and capture my first title in some form or fashion. We
Right.
don't know how that's gonna happen, but you know, I
When
feel
there's a
like I
will,
feel
there's
like
a way.
It'll be viral. It'll be viral.
whatever way that if it's a cardboard title, if it's a gold title, whatever title it is, it's gonna look good on my waist. That's all we
Oh,
know.
100%. Now, the last time you were on here, we ended your interview by asking, it's 2 a.m. Where are you going to stop to eat? Now, I have a real question because honestly, I've been thinking about this now from having to work shows and work events. It's 2 a.m. and you just got done, unpacking the ring, getting everything out. Are you going and stopping for food? Or are you saying, fuck it, going home and then just ordering Uber Eats?
Going home and like honestly, it depends. It depends on where the show is, because like Sunshine Pro runs like very local to me, so it's like I can get home at a decent hour, realistically speaking, like from two
Right.
a.m. But like obviously if it's like I live 3 hours away and it's 2 a.m., no, I'm driving home. I'm getting home and sleeping. There's no Uber Eats. There's no nothing. I'm going like I may warm up what's in the fridge and like that's it. You know what? You know what? I'll say I'll give myself a bowl of Reese's Puffs. That's what I'll say. That's what we're eating after a 2 a.m. show.
Right.
A
Just
bowl of
warming up
Reese's
mom's
Puffs.
spaghetti.
My personal trainer will be really mad that I said Reese's Puffs, but you know what? It's the truth.
Right. Now, we do actually have we have an open discussion topic this week to discuss from Wrestle Dream. Don Hayes, you're gonna hate me. Was the aquarium spot with John Moxley and Darby Allin taking it a little too far? I'm actually gonna say no. Only because it can go a little farther. You know, like a Piranha death match, like they've done in Japan.
I do agree, but considering it was Missouri,
people in Missouri are crazy.
No, the fact that the athletic commission barred the use of blood.
They're like, okay, we're not going to use blood. All right, here's some water.
Yeah. Here's the way I'm going to put it. As someone who is a wrestler and who is actually like, I guess in the industry, like I'm going to look at it like this. Was it too far? If that's too far, then we've lost. Don't go watch the barbed wire death matches of like any of the don't go watch GCW. Like if you think the aquarium, like, and I think the thing is like people look at it and they go, oh well, what if my kids like do this? I'm sorry, if your kid does not understand, hey, let's not put little Jimmy's head in the aquarium. That's not on the kid. That's not on TV. That is just on your kid. Like,
and that's where I kind of wanted to go with this part of the discussion because of the whole Sarah Shock, the former Sarita, excuse me, because Rosita was Sarita. But yeah, the former Sarita from TNA who has had hardcore matches where she was choking people out with a fan's purse. And that was the rebuttal to a lot of people, including Amanda Huber, who got on her ass for that.
Yeah, I think unfortunately people are gonna sit there and they're I think we've gotten to a point where it's like unfortunately wrestling's so polarizing about like whether you're like doing too much or doing too little, and I think the thing is you're never gonna be able to walk that line and be like fully not pissing off someone.
Okay.
Oh, monkey's got a taste.
I hate this.
Oh no!
I hate this fucking generation. I do. I hate this generation. We went from fucking throwing mankind off of a fucking 18-foot cell to talking about if a fucking aquarium in the middle of the arena is going too far. It's not going far enough! If you're gonna do fucking hardcore, do it right! Make it a fucking giant fucking tub or a bucket! It would be safer. It would be safe. If you would have grabbed like a trash can that looks like fucking this and dragged that shit out to the ring and filled it up with fucking water, you wouldn't have to filled it up all the way. You could have dunked Darby's little head in there, he could have kicked his little legs and gotten the same fucking effect, and you wouldn't be fucking drowning him in a goddamn 4-foot fucking aquarium. No, dude, it looks like the guppy fish tank. Are you fucking kidding me? Where did they get that shit? Pet Supermarket in 10 seconds? We need something. Dude, that was the most cringe-looking shit I have ever seen. And we're sitting here asking if it went too far? What? I'm sorry. Jesus.
All because of, like I said, Sarah Shock went full Helen Lovejoy. It was like, somebody think of the children.
We hung Big Boss Man! We thought he was dead for fucking a month!
Don't get me
crucified
wrong.
Steve Austin, and then the next week we crucified Stephanie McMahon. We hung Sandman, and then Raven. Like,
And the fact.
New Jack is somewhere rolling in his fucking grave right now. I swear to God.
Okay, we're gonna move on before Monkey just.
Before he has an aneurysm.
It's too late for that.
Oh my god! But in all seriousness,
Wait,
in all
hold on. I
seriousness-
actually want. Wait, I want to see it one more time. Monkey. It was taken too far.
Fuck you! It wasn't taken far enough.
I think the thing is though, is it's like it's such it is something that I will say, and like this may be a hot take of mine. I think like just going off of this, like people are like so soft. Like I won't use the term soft. I think people are very sensitive, and it's like it's great in certain contexts, but at the same time, like wrestling's supposed to be entertainment. Are you not entertained?
Didn't we just bleed Jimmy Uso like 2 months ago in front of Jay? We weren't
Did we
having
not?
that. Was
wait,
that too far?
Wait, am I lost? But like maybe I'm tripping here. But wasn't there like an AEW match where like it was a collar match and someone got hung over the top rope?
Yeah.
Yes. Legit,
The
and I
same-
quit
the
match.
same-
Bar?
The same fucking guy we're talking about had a whole nail bat impaled into him. And then on live TV, they had to fucking rip that shit out of his back. Yo,
Yeah, that was
what are we
bad.
doing?
That was bad.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to
All
move
right.
on now. So, just a few independent shows that we got going on this weekend. BZW, Just an Illusion in a first blood match. Jack Sans Nam versus Crimson. Then Griffin McCoy versus Gustave Lebrun in a BZW hardcore title match. George's Balls. There is a fucking wrestler where his name is George's Ballsack.
Hey. Like, good job. Like,
Don't entertain it, Monkey.
Are you about to disrespect good names like Balls Mahoney?
Eric, Monkey, just stop.
What's this?
I'm
shit?
confused now. What the hell?
George's Ballsack will defend the BCW hardcore title against Super Crazy. El Fantasmo
ball.
versus Ricky Sosa.
Ballsack. That's
And then for the CZW tag team titles, MBM and TLB will take on Post Game. And then in a BCW title number one contendership 6-way ladder match, we'll see Tucker versus Uvalde Goldschmidt versus that is the most Jewish fucking wrestling name I've ever heard in my life. Charles Crowley versus Jacob Vadok versus Joe Lando versus Griff. Hold on. You got all these fancy names in this fucking match, and then we just got fucking Griff.
Hey, hold on. Do me a favor. Where's is Ballsack all one word?
No, it's in the layout.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know.
It's in the layout. George's
wanna know.
Ballsack. It's 2 words.
It's Balzac, not Ballsack.
Well,
Oh.
it sounds like Ballsack, okay?
You son of a bitch! You fucking had me.
You got Monkey hype, and then you mispronounced it again.
You
What the
son
fuck
of a
ever?
bitch.
Greektown Wrestling happening tonight. We got Janellis versus Tommy Dreamer and Channing Decker. And then plus in the Greektown Cup match, we will have Sam Holloway versus Bill Collier versus Rhino. Also on the lineup, we'll have Zeta
Fucking
Steele.
Rhino? Wait.
Yes,
the
Rhino's still
Rhino?
wrestling.
Well, then spell his name right, damn it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Man, fuck you. And then we got Zeta Steele versus Jody Threat. Jeffrey John versus the Hometown Man. In a trick-or-treat match, we will see Derek Dillinger take on Madman Pondo. And then Drea Mitchell versus Allison Kay. The League versus Salsa King and Sunny Kiss. Notorious Mimi versus Celsia Sparks. Jorge Santi versus Vince Valor. That is the whole lineup for that show. Then, also tonight, we will see Defy Warpath, where the main event is John Moxley versus Royce Isaacs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Those two are going to kill each other. Then, in a Defy World Championship match, we will see Brian Keith defend against Saldera Cody Chun. And then in a Defy Women's Championship match, Marina Shafir will defend against probably her toughest opponent yet in Su Young.
Oh,
That's going to be brutal. She's going to maybe die. And then in a 4-way match, we'll see Red Hot.
which one though?
I don't know. They're both going to die. Then in a 4-way match, we will see Red Hot Sosas versus Evan Rivers versus Jack Evans versus Matt Branningham. And then in a 3-way tag team match, we will see the Bollywood Boys take on Midnight Heat and the Flamin' Aces. Also, happening this weekend, actually happening tonight, we got GCW House of Horrors, which will be hosted by Shotzi Blackheart. Now, this card is basically just one big death match. To go down, we will have Shotzi versus Emerson Jane in a trick-or-treat street fight. Then in a casket match, we'll see Atticus Koger take on Charles Mason. Then, oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I know what match is going to steal the show. In a GCW Ultra Violent Championship match, which will be a Doorway to Hell match, Matt Tremont defends against Joshua Bishop. And then in a GCW World Tag Team Championship match, in a garbage plate on a pole match. What the fuck? Garbage plate?
Spin the wheel, make the deal with Shotzi.
Where's Vince Russo?
Spin the wheel, make the deal with Shotzi, and that's what she came up with.
High seas, okay. And
Where's
then
Vince Russo? What did he? Why is he writing? You can't hide from me, Vince. I know where you at.
Nah,
And then in a
this ain't
lights
Russo.
out
This
match-
is Shotzi.
and then
Yeah,
in a lights
This
out
ain't Russo.
match,
This
we'll
is
see-
Shotzi.
Would you stop it? And then in a lights out match, we will have the one called Manders taking on Isaiah Broner. Then in an Extreme Rules match, Slade versus HC Locke. And then in a blindfold match, okay, no, he might actually have a point here. This might actually be booked by Vince Russo. In a blindfold match, Marcus Mathers takes on Cheech.
You can't hide from
then-
me, Vince.
And then
Cheech
in a
and Chong?
Stairway to Hell match, we have a 5-way TJ Epics versus Von Vertigo versus Ryan O'Neal versus Carmelo Lee versus Shael Connors. Then in the Battleground Championship Wrestling Season of the Witch 2025, we will have Philly Karen taking on the Philly Fanatic, Too Cold Scorpio versus Masada, Baseman versus Slack, Nick Gage,
Wait,
probably not happening.
Wait. Back that up. You can't just fucking gloss over that. What was that other match just now that you just said?
Too Cold Scorpio versus Masada.
No, the one before that.
Philly Karen versus the Philly Fanatic.
Can we look that up, please? Because what the fuck is that?
We have to get through the episode. People are on schedules.
Dude, wait. When did they sign Philly Karen? I need to know that. What's the signing bonus on Philly
I don't
Karen?
know, okay?
We can talk about that off air.
All right, a lot of other matches going on at Battleground Championship Wrestling. Then Progress Wrestling has Chapter 185. Man Like DeReese defends against Leo Rush. Lycos Jim defends against Nyko and Mills. Sunshine Machine. All these other shit going on. I'm tired. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, now all the plugs. Okay. If you haven't already, go over to NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Check them out in about like the next 45 minutes. We got a show announcement going out at noon, happening in December. Go look at it. Look at the socials. Look at the website. Follow us at NWA. Follow us at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Also go to NWAmerch.shop. Go buy your favorite merch. Go buy some fucking merch for Mike Mondo or Brian Idol or the Immortals or for Kenzie Page or for somebody over there. And if you don't buy NWA merch, I am going to tell you right now, your McDonald's ice cream machine is down. And it will not go back up until you buy a piece of merch off of NWAmerch.shop.
I need a McDonald's Sono cake over NWA merch. No, I'm just kidding.
Wilson Dyer, do you have anything that you would like to plug?
As it says here in the script, you forgot to say it. Wilson Dyer wins everything because he's too viral.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, dude, you gotta fucking read your notes, bro.
You gotta read your
wrote
script,
it.
dude. You wrote it.
Like you wrote it.
I'm not saying. Okay, first off, if I'm the one that wrote it, then why is it that your bar is the one that's next to the typo, not me? You
No,
fucking asshole.
that's bullshit. All right, that's fucking
Wilson
bullshit.
Dyer wins everything because he's too viral. Lol, get the fuck out. K, bye. This episode was brought to you by the Lucchese.
The Lucchese crime family.
No, it wasn't. We're not sponsored by DraftKings. Stop saying we're sponsored by DraftKings.
Oh my gosh.
Something that's not a lie, though. I know that pennies have. Look, guys, I have a penny. If you want the world's last penny, come get it.
Oh my gosh.
Bids are $1 million.
Alright, bye y'all.
That would give me